Hello everyone and welcome back to the EGF. We are entering match number, or I should say, contest number 3 today between Wichita State and Ryder. Should be a good one. Our first 2 sets of the day, despite looking close on paper, we were just saying it has been kind of, despite the score line, a lot of these sets have been pretty close.
Yeah. A lot of the sets were really close, and also just like the kinds of styles of players, they played it back. You know, they took those games really slowly. But on the topic of the set that we have now, we have the Apezilla, the one and only, coming from Wichita State, going up against 920 from Ryder University. So it's going to be Joker Hero. Hero is, obviously just going to be looking through any menu pulls that he can get. 920 just doing a good job right now of just cornering him and not giving him the space to be able to do that. Ooh, yeah, excellent tech chase with side B.
This is dangerous too. 920 already back into the corner here. I like the idea to get to her. Oh my goodness, the down air follow-up. Apezilla feeling it here in game number 1.
Apezilla's already so bold with the movement too. Look at these beautiful and 920 somehow squeezing himself in between Hero and the snooze hitbox. That was an uncomfortable interaction. Sometimes Joker's model gets contorted in very strange ways.
I mean, that being said, Apezilla has built himself up a pretty solid lead. I mean, with Joker on the table, oh no, but with bounce now out, I mean that side B and gun will be completely mitigated. Can 920 find a way to battle back here in this set?
Having no access to AHA when you're trying to ledge trap means your opponent just has more ability to roll back on or neutral get up if you're at long distance. Apezilla 3 stocks to 1. I like the way that they're playing out of shield. They're sitting in shield, they're waiting through 920 just to overextend with something unsafe. Because what's happening is this does tend to be pretty big habit for a lot of players. They just tend to always land with a safe button, and without mixing it up necessarily, they just keep going through the next unsafe option just to cover the space that they just landed on. So Apezilla has been waiting for that and punishing that pretty well.
11% on 920 stock. He gets a second zoom while off stage, and that has saved Apezilla from possible edge guards twice now, but this time he'll have to get back to ledge. Can 920 find a way to close out this stock? The back throw will do it. So 920 is on the board, but a tall task ahead of him as he's got to take 2 clean stocks without dropping his own.
Ooh, tries to set up with some up airs on the platform, not able to find it. At that point in time, man, down B would have probably just done 920 so many huge favors, but still finds Arsene either way. Tries to set up down tilt into an up air juggle. You would have to full hop at that percent. So, 920 just has to be a little bit more cognizant of how much knockback they're dealing with right now.
Oh, I like that early up B too, and connecting. That's going to get a little bit more percent off of 920. Quick forward throw. And I love the idea, again, to go for these edge guards with that up B. I mean, Joker's recovery is susceptible because it is a tether without Arsene on the table. But at 100%, Hero should be able to find a kill here. The question is, can 920 find a way to take a stock here at 97? I mean, this is back and forth.
Yeah, the next hit from Apezilla will be more than enough to be able to take it. Able to still get back onto the stage with the weakest version of up B as well. Wow. 920 going to be looking for one of those up airs. Apezilla, recognizing that 920 was kind of planted on that platform pretty firmly, finds the opening to get back on, but just wow. How little... Yo, how many times has Apezilla looked for zoom and gotten it? What is happening?
I know, and on top of that too, Apezilla's management of that MP,
so meticulous, so careful.
Another zoom coming in clutch here, and I mean, you always see the dash attack is gonna come through. He's gonna survive it, but I mean, and the snipe on the neutral B as well. Apezilla 2-stock in game number 1.
Not as much of a snipe. 920 kind of jumped back into it. He said, wait a second, maybe I'll be fine. Maybe I'll level jump, maybe I'll get back onto the stage. And Apezilla said, nope, and was able to hit him for it. But yeah, he was kind of asking for a little bit more there. So 920 just has to be a little bit more cognizant of the opponent's options and just like holding on to resources before committing like that. That was really good stuff to both players, but that game, Apezilla's recoveries were so solid. His resource management, as you said, was on point. And going into the next game, I would just like to see 920 be a little bit more precise with their movement, and not always land like the same way on Apezilla's shield, because Apezilla was able to really get a lot of mileage off of that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and I'm wondering too how this next set will play out, because what are the chances that he gets 5 zooms off stage again, just kind of mitigating any chance of an edge guard, right? That is a crazy amount of times to get zoom. The other thing too is back to that point about resource management. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what every spell, like how much MP it takes. I know the stronger moves obviously cost more, but it felt like Apezilla was never above 30. And so that is not a lot to work with, right? That is a low amount. I mean, that's enough for 1, maybe 2 spells. But the fact that like it was never above the 30 mark, that is not a lot.
It's difficult to connect, the normals that you need to be able to regenerate that MP, just simply because 920 was moving around him. He was making himself a little bit difficult to hit sometimes. And Apezilla was only really connecting his specials, right? Which is good, but long term can be quite unsustainable. So right now, already MP at 33%. I would like to see Apezilla just, give themselves a bit more cushion, start to commit to a couple of more jabs, try to land with nicely spaced falling full hop aerials.
I have to see here as percent's just about even, and on a stage like Yoshi's Story that's going to force more interactions, I think 920 can benefit from it, but as you can tell, he's just kind of throwing everything he can, the kitchen sink, I mean everything, just going in, pressuring Apezilla, not allowing for Apezilla to really throw out anything. That being said, dash attack gonna get him off stage, and Arsene now out. We'll see how this changes the strategy for 920.
Just gonna be zooming, gonna be 5 MP, really, really difficult for Apezilla to try to land in this position. Such an awful place to be in. Immediately backs off, just pressured so much by the mere existence of Arsene. Barely making it right back there, keeps on going from the ledge. 920 was ready for it, and wasn't able to punish it.
Will be able to make it back to stage, gets the guns downward and the back air to knock Apezilla off stage, and only 11 MP to work with. You can tell he's still kind of searching for a spell, but unable to really use anything. But now, situation reversed after that forward air, and I like this edge guard too. The dip down into the up B, those tornadoes last a while, and he is going to be able to find the first stock. Apezilla again with the lead.
Apezilla already getting a couple of aerials, tries to go for the hard commitment. Maybe 920 was going to try to land on the platform, was not able to find it. Wow, jumps back, beauty versus with the side B, gets a bit of damage going. He's very clean right now. Apezilla just has all the momentum that he needs.
Ooh, here's the snooze though. This should be the stock number 2 off the board for 920, and this is looking rough if you're a fan of Ryder.
Yeah, Wichita State is already coming into the set so strong. This is looking like potentially a 3 to a 2 stock. So 920 just has to do anything that he can to hold on to this, not take more damage, but very, very lucky with that one. 920 was just on time to hit Hilo out of the startup of neutral B.
That's side B not going to be able to connect. Ooh, but the side B a Joker though, racking up a little bit of damage. Apezilla dipping low. Situation resetting here now for an edge guard for 920 possibly. No, can't find Apezilla. Apezilla's ability to survive from ledge has been fantastic, and the snooze not going to be able to do it. Wanted the crit, unable to get it though, as that could have been the stock.
Nice reverse bang. A lot of people tend to forget that like Hilo's still capable of like mixing up the direction of his spells even from menu, which can be like a little bit of a clever trick sometimes. But Apezilla hanging onto the ledge, just waiting, and once again just rolling from the ledge. You know, 920 has failed to punish it over and over again. Apezilla took notice and was like, yeah, I can get away with this if I keep going for it. So even if it's a habit, it's, you know, it's doing everything he needs it to.
920's shield looking real low after dodging that neutral B. Trying to find a way to take this stock and keep his set alive at 78% though. It's not going to take too many more hits for Apezilla to close out that last stock. Bounce on board now for Apezilla, so those projectiles will be next to useless, and the up B not connecting.
Oh, geez. I wonder what happened there with the last stock.
I think he dipped too far away. Here, we'll get another look at it here on the replay.
I just believe that Joker just struggled. He was just too far away. Yeah, he double jumped back, and then yeah, he was in an awful position to recover from for sure. No tether is able to traverse that distance. So that being said, an excellent opening for Wichita State University, already putting on 6 points, you know, on the board for them. Apezilla with a really, really strong lead. Their next players are not confirmed quite yet for Wichita State. Ryder has Nifty coming up though.
Should be good as a.
Oh,
I mean,
actually,
this was a.
we take that one back. We don't have full confirmation.